Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Christopher with Plan Your Truth, and we are setting up my Citrine planner. I'm so excited. I do have a full video going through my 2026 planner lineup. This is just one of many planners and journals that I'm gonna be using. But in today's video, we're gonna set this up all cute. We're gonna add some pages and kind of create the planner that I need this to be. So I'm gonna move everything off to the side, and we're just kind of gonna go bit by bit. I don't even know. I'm like a little bit overwhelmed because this is a new planner for me. It's a new size. It's a new all the things. So the very first thing that I know we're doing is changing out the discs. So let's zoom you in and take the cover off of here. And I think this is the best way to do it, is just to kind of start fresh, and we'll bring in pieces as we need them. So my thought is these Mickey discs, they're a little bit more, like this is more of a yellow gold than this is, but I think it still is gonna look okay. We're gonna put it on just to make sure. The discs that are on here are a tiny bit smaller, I don't know if you can tell, than a classic Happy Planner disc. But I don't have any that are this size and metal. So I could, we'll see. If I don't like these, I can always order some. But this is gonna be, to start, what I want to do. And I'm gonna start by just putting the discs on the cover, and then we can start building from there. This is how I find it easiest as I build a planner, is to just put the covers together and pop the discs on there. Oop, I did that backwards. With these Mickey ones, one side says Disney, the other does not, so I just like them to all be facing the same way. Just personal preference. You don't have to do that by any means. Okay, so the discs are from Happy Planner. This planner itself is actually, it's called Citrine. It's from Office Max and Office Depot. Is this going to bother me that those are very different golds? I'm gonna pull out, this is actually what I use to hold all of my discs. And I have a lot of plastic. I honestly should just get rid of them because I do not love plastic discs. That's the perfect gold match, but it says Joy. I don't really know if that's the vibe. I have some smaller black discs, but they're plastic. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like this for right now. I just spiraled and was like searching for discs. We're gonna leave it like this. Hopefully I don't regret that because it is easier to change right now before we get too carried away. I noticed I put this on backwards too. So let's start building this planner. So I want to start with what it comes with. So I want to do the name page, and we'll put that on here too. We'll get that set up. I don't need the October and November monthly calendars. I am gonna bring over though this, because I may want to start using this month. I could. It's early December as of the time I'm filming this. Then we have our annual goal sheets. I'm gonna leave that in. I actually have a different goals planner, but I think it may be nice to still have this just for like social media and for my business stuff. Okay, so how the planner comes is, I'll pull over all of January. Yes. So that you can see it as it's intended for the month. So you have your monthly, which I'm gonna use this for YouTube schedule, and then it comes into the weekly. I went through this more in detail too for in my planner lineup video. So today we're just really setting it up and talking about how it's gonna be functional for me. I think I need to add another monthly layout to track Instagram and other like project deadlines and stuff for the companies that I use. So I have these. I already did it for the first 2 months, but not for the rest of the year. I have these old sheets. I used to try and create my own half letter using Jane's Agenda and cloth and paper inserts. So these are old from 2023, and it's a lined monthly layout, and that's all it is. So I have these still. And so what I like to do is I went through and said, okay, so January, did I put this in the wrong spot? Yes. So January starts on a Thursday. So I went through this is how I like to redate if I have an outdated planner. I went through all the months that I had and found one where the first was on a Thursday. It only had 30 days, so the only thing date-wise I had to do was add a 31, and then I whited out to like the holidays and stuff. Now this sizing, if you see, if I put it in as it was originally, it's actually too long. If you can see that. It's too long, it's too short here, but the top is too long, so much so that you can't even see the January tab behind it. So what I pre-did for 2 of the months was I pre-cut it. So I cut it down. So this is January. All I have to do is put a January up there, and then this is ready to go, so I don't have to redate. If that's too much work for you, just put in any month and white out all of the dates, but I like that these are in there and I don't have to play with that. So, YouTube schedule, maybe brain dump, I'm not sure. I don't really love, because I had to cut this off, so I don't love how this looks. So we'll have to play around with how I use this. Monthly for Instagram, projects, releases from like Happy Planner and Keleva Plan, etc. And then we get into our weeklies. Now, my options for the weeklies are to leave it as is to try, and or we do have, this was like an extension pack from Citrine. I could add a note sheet in every single week and have this be the week of December 29th. And then if I flip it, this be the week of January 5th with this notes page. Just don't know yet if I need all of this space or if having this is enough for the whole month to carry over and over. I think this is how I want to try it for January. We're going to add a note sheet in just so that we have it. And then I think I want this tab to flip to here. I don't know yet where this is gonna go. We're gonna put it here for now, okay? And we'll set it up and then we'll come back through and see how it looks. So let me do this for all the months. So this is now January. I'm gonna add in a note sheet in between every week. I'm not sure if we're gonna do this the whole planner though. This is why I wanted classic discs, because if I end up doing this, the planner is gonna be classic planner disc size. Oh, I actually don't need it this one because we already have a note sheet here. Okay, perfect. So then this is February. I have this tab we're gonna put here. This is that added sheet that I already cut down with that monthly. Okay. Now we will pull the weeks and then add a note sheet. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have January and February set up because I think this is what I'm gonna need. I think I need this extra space just for brain dumping for the week and extending the to-do list. So my idea is that this will be things that have to get done on this day. And then this will just be like a dashboard that I'll create for myself of like a running list of all the videos I have to film, edit, and upload, etc. So I think this is gonna work. We just have to add like 2 sheets in each month because then this, why is this? Why do we have an extra notes? Oh, we will. When the month ends on this side, you get a whole notes spread, which I don't really need, but I can't take this out. Oh, hello. There we go. Can't take this out because that has the week on it. So we just are going to leave this in. I guess I could glue that together, but why? I'll just leave it as a notes page for right now. Okay. March. For right now, we're just going to now bring in the whole planner. Okay, we're not going to add in any sheets. I'm just going to bring it in as intended through the end of the year. I like that these tabs are on the top for the months, so I don't want anything interfering with that. May. Now this planner is not going to be super decorative by any means, is at least the game plan. It's just functional. I don't need sticker kits. We're just really pen and paper. So because of that, I can pre-plan, which is why I want the whole year in here. So that I can, okay, in December, maybe make a little note of like for Vlogmas, what worked and what didn't, so I can have that put in here, ready to prepare for Vlogmas next year, if I choose to do it. Oh, this is cool. We have a plan accordingly page in October that's designed to like help us prepare for our next planner and start thinking about purchasing our next planner. October, we're almost done, sorry. This can get tedious, but I wanted to show you the full process for this one. Oh, and now I can show you better the size of the discs it comes with, because you can absolutely use it as intended. These are just, you know, cheap plastic discs, and I much prefer metal. But now I can show you easier the size difference. See how it fits in there? So that's a classic to a half, or to this Citrine. And then I even have a mini disc I can add to the mix. This is a mini Happy Planner disc. So that is even smaller. So those are like the 3 different sizes: mini, Citrine half letter, and classic. Okay. So let's see how beefy this is. Because the other thing we can't forget about is I want this closure to work. So like I didn't want to put expander discs on here because then eventually this would stop being able to be closed. Okay. So I feel good about this. This came with the planner. I don't think I'm going to put this in. I don't really need these stickers. The extension pack also came with some extra to-do list tabs, but I think we're going this route instead. Let's add in some note sheets at the back. Because I may end up bringing them into those other weeks. I may not, we'll see. But we'll just bring some of them in here. Let's see. 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 4, 5. Let's just add a couple more. So this could probably get me through like at least halfway through the year with what's in here. Okay. Also the back of the planner here, if you did not see, we have that note sheet and then a year in review and then a time zone map. I don't really need this, but you know, we'll keep it in. What's one sheet gonna do, you know? Okay, other possible additions. Yeah, this is getting perfect, but there still is room. Let's add in a pen just to make sure that it still closes. Where is a good pen? I'll find maybe a more aesthetically pleasing one, but let's just slide this in because it's a little thicker, so it'll be a good test to see if this will still close. Yes, it does. So we can have a pen in the pen loop and close it. I probably need a gold or a black one, but this is perfect. I'm so excited. So now let's like really set it up. Do we want to write my name? I don't really have any name stickers, so I guess I should just write my name let's test. I don't use brush markers, but I could just still use it. No, I think that's too big. You can write smaller, but I wonder how this will work on this paper. That's going to be a good question. I'm like scared. Well, I wonder if I can test it. We'll take one of the, although these are thicker, I think. Yeah, we'll take one of these note sheets just to practice. Oh, no, it doesn't look too bad. I like this better. So I think that's what we're gonna try. Everybody hold your breath. This always, I put too much pressure on myself for the name page, but we're doing it. We did it. It's done. But we are going to write plan your truth. Oh, shoot. Okay, guess we're adding some washi tape. Let's do a neutral. Yeah, we'll add this one. This is cute. We do need to white that out so we don't see it. I guess I wrote it too big is the issue, because I wanted to write plan your truth and plan your adventures. And I'm very picky with, especially the first page, I want it to look nice. So we'll just cover that all up. And oh, you know what else? I did want to add maybe some stickers on this name page, because we're going to make this all cute. Why is that not? So we'll do that there. And then I also want to do it at the top, just for balance purposes. You know how I am. I like it to be a little bit matchy-matchy. Okay. And do we want to write? I think let's leave it for a moment until we like take a breath and decide what we want this to look like. Because we could add some cute stickers, and I know we're going to add some stuff to this. Like this, dream big, start small. I don't know yet exactly how this will look, because we can't, there's not like a ton of room, but I really do like some of these. Planning is the art of making life look less chaotic. Dream big, start small. I like those. I also really like this one. Yeah, those are kind of the ones I'm between. Let's look at my paper clips. To add something here. This is something I am not super familiar with. I love when people make their stuff all cutesy, and I've never really been good at that, or honestly tried too much. But let's see what we can do today. Just a couple little things, you know? For example, like I know we have somewhere, I just have like little paper clips, but like here's a big one. So we could do this here. Oh my God, you guys, I found so many of the things I was looking for. I was like, I know I have like some little bookmarks and some little stickers that I've been trying to use for this kind of stuff. So I feel better. I was like, I thought I was going crazy, but we found it. So let's start from scratch, shall we? Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, let's try this here. we would need something else to like hold that on. Like that maybe. I love Winnie the Pooh, so I love that little sticker. We could try and slide this under here. The world needs your special kind of magic. Yeah, I'm okay with this having like a little dangly or something here. Isn't that cute? I think we got it somewhere that I am happy with. It took way longer than I wanted it to, but I want to make sure, yeah, this still looks good. It's not too chunky or anything. This is what we're working with. What I ended up doing is I didn't really glue anything down. I'm using washi tape. So I rolled up, here, I'll show you what I did. I would take a little piece of washi tape and just do like a bubble, and then like put a couple around here and press it down so that it's not like 100% permanent in case I want to move things around, maybe do it seasonally. But some of the things, like I didn't like how it looked with like, for example, if we did this to hold this, I didn't like how that looked and it kind of covered the words. So this is kind of where we're sitting right now and I love it. We have a little representation of like Disney, a little Harry Potter, magic, some inspirational quotes. So I'm really, really happy with how this looks. And we'll see if it stays like this. I don't think I even did a washi strip on this one. So let's do one, just to kind of see if it stays in place, and I will keep you updated. I mentioned this in my planner lineup video as well, but I would like this year to do monthly planner lineup updates and just kind of update you on a monthly basis on, and also check in with myself, like how are the planners going? Do we need to tweak anything? And also show you how my lineup kind of progresses. So this is good. I'm happy with this. Wanted to see like how this would be to write. That's the only thing I'm worried about, is writing in this top left corner, maybe a little bit weird with this thing. So I wonder if I would rather that kind of be there. I don't know. We'll see. That's a TBD. I may take that down and add like a Mickey shape or something else in that right corner. But for right now, I am happy with how it looks. We'll just see how it is functionally and we can always tweak it, right? Okay. So these pages, I don't really plan to use too much, maybe just for reference or to jot down anything in advance that I don't want to put on the monthlies. I have this in here so that I can do some YouTube planning for December and do my annual goals. I'll do all of that off camera. This is quarterly. We have priorities, projects, urgent to schedule, to low priority follow-up, etc. So I'm intrigued about that. We'll see kind of how that ends up working. There is also a chance, let me white this out. I don't like how this looks because I had to cut it. How am I gonna do this? I had to cut it right on the edge, and so I did white it out. Let's see. How is that gonna work? Yeah, that's okay for now. So anyway, what was I saying? Monthly? Yeah, this is gonna bother me. We're taking it off right now. Monthly for YouTube, goals and priorities, monthly for Instagram and other projects, and then we have our weekly layouts. Now, I would like something here. So we have these. I'm thinking about adding these. This came in the accessory pack. And to be honest with you, I'm thinking about taking these out. What I don't like about these is writing. There's a gap. I'm gonna see how it goes, because maybe the gap, yeah, it's like right here. So as I'm writing on Wednesdays, I think that may bug me. So I think there's a chance we're actually gonna take those out. And so therefore, I would need this to be my monthly. I'm gonna take it out for the first 2 months and just see. I just don't like writing, so I'm gonna take them out for right now. So one on the monthly, one would go on the weekly, and then the third one I'm gonna put in the very back. What's that on here? We just got some, like, that's like that glue that some of the planner products use to hold stuff together. So I'll have to scrape that off. Yeah, because that's not cute. But we can do that off camera. And the third one right there for the note pages. Okay, I want to just make sure that a cute pen will fit in here. Let's try this one. It may actually be too thin though. It may fall right through, but it says believe. Yeah, no, that's too thin. That's not gonna work. This is pretty like black like gemstone, so we'll do that for right now. Let's make sure it'll close. Okay, it's a little snug, but it does still close. No, it still closes. It's not like I'm breaking it by any means. Okay. I think I feel good about this. I like the look of it so much with these at the top, but I just don't think that that's going to be functional for me. And now I feel like we need something else up here too. Do we want a Dole Whip? I don't know. We'll workshop that off camera. But I'm happy to have this so I can kind of start pre-planning, and that's where this would be nice to be able to easily flip to the next month if I wanted to flip to March or whatever. But maybe there's another solution. Like, for example, some companies do have these from Archer and Olive that are like sticker tabs. So I could do something like this, but not this, because these are like astrology and blue. So I'd want to find like a black and white set that I could put on the sides, and I could put it on this page so that when I flip, it flips here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So if you have any recommendations for little like tabs, let me know. I may have already purchased some by the time you're watching this, we'll see. But I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna take these out. I know they look cute, and I love the idea of them from moving from week to week, but listen, I need to do what's functional for me. And so this is gonna make it a little less bulky, so more room for other notes and trackers and things that I maybe want to add. And now it's just a nice, like, it's even to write on this, so that makes me feel better. Okay, what do you guys think? And look, it's not too bulky by any means, so if I do end up needing to do note sheets in between every week, I definitely can. I don't know how I feel about this pen here. I may not use that. I could use it for like a highlighter. Let's see how that would look. I don't really love that pen. Like these are my favorite pens, but I don't think I have one that would look really cute. And you know, part of it is aesthetics, of course. But if we slid this mild liner in, well, I feel like that may be too bulky. Oh no, it's still closed. The only thing is I used two, mild liners. I color coordinate my different brands. So is this like beggars can't be choosers? It's like, can we slide another one in there and do like that situation? We absolutely could. It's just a little bulky. Anyway, this is not even a travel. What am I trying to do here? This is really not a travel planner. For the most part, this will just stay at home with me on my desk. And sometimes if I go to Disney, I'll bring it with me, but not usually. So, okay. This was a long and roundabout video to come to the setup, but I love her. I love this. We will, I promise, add something here. I just don't know what yet. Like maybe I cut up those balloons. I don't really want it to be a quote, so I'm feeling like just a Mickey head. So I will share more on Instagram and hopefully hit that subscribe button so you can see upcoming setups and also how this ends up working for me, what I change about it, etc. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see my future videos, you can hit that subscribe button. And remember to plan your truth so that you can live your truth. Thanks so much.